new suit for me and buy a new tie. So I look this good. Boy, you were right. Young, never in my life did I look this good. Everyone, welcome to my funeral. Everyone I know better be wasted. You know I would pour one up, 'cause the way I lived it was amazing. Ooh, ooh, ooh. All of my friends are in the room. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Party for me, I'd party too. You're all on my tab. Bartenders pour out the whiskeys on me. And don't be so sad, 'cause I lived this good. We were closer, now it's over. But it doesn't mean it's closure. I see you and I love you. I'll be watching out above you. Everyone, welcome to my funeral. Everyone I know better be wasted.
Hey Tiffany, how are you tonight? Thanks everybody for joining. I hope you're having a wonderful Sunday. We're getting ready to get started. I want you to listen to the words of this song. We're going to probably play a little bit more of it than we normally do, but I really want you to listen to the words.
All of my friends are in the room. Party for me, I'd party too.
Hey Angela.
Welcome to my funeral. Everyone I know better be wasted. You know I would pour one up, 'cause the way I lived was amazing.
Good. I'm glad to hear that. Hey Angela. I got a chance to see the picture of those handsome kings, Angela. Okay, now as everybody, hey Sandy, it's so good to see you. How's the foot? Okay, now guys, I'm going to replay this song because I want each and every one of you to listen just a little bit longer. Normally I play one song and we get right into the session, but I want you guys to listen to the lyrics, okay? Because this is going to be the heart of our discussion tonight. And as you are listening, think about the lyrics, okay? And then I know you're going to have a lot of questions and we're going to break it all down, but I want you to listen and hear it one more time, okay? Because I think it's going to help you to better understand, maybe. Hey Karen, go ahead and read it. Hey Karen, how are you? Man, I've been fighting and trying to keep from going on that level, but mine is all sinus. So so if you hear me all draggy when we get to this time of night, it's like, and then plus, with all the other things going, my energy is down as well. So I think that's another factor that's in there. So if you see me doing a little moving, I'm actually being instructed on different things, so just bear with me. This artist is called Lucas Graham, and the title of the song is Funeral. So if you want to pull it up on your end, you can do that as well.
Never in my life did I look this good. one up, 'cause the way I lived it was amazing. Ooh, ooh, ooh. All of my friends are in the room. Ooh, ooh. Party for me, I'd party too. You're all on my tab. Bartenders pour out the whiskeys on me. And don't be so sad, 'cause I lived this good.
I don't see Elizabeth. Hey, Ebony. I don't see Elizabeth Davis. I don't see Barbara Baker. So we're looking for those ladies as well. I'm glad you're joining us, Ebony. I love the hearts. Listen intensely to the song, okay? There's my friend. Hey, Liz. Love you, Ebony. Hey, Carolyn. So good to see you tonight. Okay, this is almost over with. If any of you that are just joining, if you missed the song, it's called Funeral, and it's by Lucas Graham. So if you can pull it up, I want you, that's what we're going to be focusing on. I understand I didn't get a chance to call you or text you back. We were all over the place, but I seen your text. How's Mom? I got a gift for her. Gonna make her really happy. Hey, Devlon.
So welcome to my funeral. Welcome to my funeral.
All right. Welcome. Hey, Jessica. Hey, everybody. I'm so excited that you have joined us. Oh, man. Check this out, ladies. We got a great topic. I hope you have your thinking caps on. I hope you're sharing this video. I hope you are ready to dive into it, because you know it's going to be a little interesting. Hey, Regina, thank you for being on here with us. We're so excited that you are here. How has everyone's day been? Tell me, how has your day been? What's one, quickly, give me one positive thing that happened to you today. Tell us. Was it a smile? Was somebody, was it that hanging out with that special person? What was one positive thing that happened to you today? All right. Now, Jennifer. Hey, Jennifer, all of my Alabama family. I am so glad to see you. Thank you guys for joining Rediscover Me. We are so happy to have you here tonight. All right, Rediscover Me. All right, guys, check this out. Let me go ahead and, as you are, still go ahead and punch in one positive thing that happened to you today. Jessica said time spent with the girls all day. Yay! It was a beautiful day. Liz said visit from childhood friend from Texas. And wow, I know that was exciting, Liz. Ebony said I was put on the spot to talk, and you did a fabulous job, Ebony. You did a fabulous job. Hey, Tiffany's. I'm so glad you're here. All right, now, hey guys, I have to do the promos for YouTube and all that other stuff. So let me get that knocked out. Still chime in, tell us what one positive thing that happened for you. I get excited hearing about all the wonderful things that's going on in your life, okay? As you know, I am Juanita McDonald with Rediscover Me, and Rediscover Me is an organization designed for women, and our primary focus is to inspire women to rediscover the me that she wants to be. We stand on the 3 pillars, which are lost identity, plus lost self-esteem, equals loss, purpose, and direction. So basically, our organization focus on trying to inspire women to be the best you can be. We help you to move past any type of mental allegories that may be blocking you based off of some form of loss, some form of hurt, some form of mental blockage, no matter what that may be, which is that big F word, fear. And so we help you to get through those stages. And the primary things that we offer in our services is that we do speaking engagements, 2 specialty workshops, 5 to 8 weeks personal development training courses, blogs, and webinars. So if there's any service that you are looking for to plug in, or such as your organization that deals with women, Rediscover Me is here for you. Now, ladies, gentlemen, I need to throw out a little disclaimer as always. Tonight's subject may dive a little deep. We're going to be dealing with the interpersonal developments of you. We're going to talk about the old you. We're going to talk about the young you. We're going to talk about that spirited you tonight. So as always, hey Tisha, thank you so much for joining me. Love you, my sweetie. But as we are talking about the you, I want you to remember, I want you to think, I want you to focus on who you used to be, okay? Regina said, went to visit my niece and her family today. Haven't seen her in quite some time, although we don't live that far. Man, you know what? It is so wonderful to make that special time for loved ones. It's just a totally different trajectory. Hey Nancy, thank you so much for joining as well. We're so glad you're here. Hey guys, please make certain that you share the videos. You as well, Mary. I'm so glad to have you here tonight. As I was just saying to everyone, I want you to remember, this is that community where we all can have that platform to have, that girl talk and to be open. So please make certain that you respect each other's feelings. Remember that everybody in our growth patterns are not on the same level. Where you may be strong, I may be weak. Where I may be strong, you may be weak. So our primary focus here is to try to uplift, encourage, inspire, strengthen, and help that sister come along. So all of your advice is welcome. Okay, all of your advice is welcome, because I don't know it all, you don't know it all, but what we bring to this community is helping individuals such as yourself and myself to learn off of past experience, or or taking a look at a situation from a different perspective. So, feel free to chime in, okay? So with that being said, let's get ready. Are you all ready to deal with me? Hey, Barbara, I was just asking about you and Liz. So Liz is here, Barbara is here, our primary women that has been walking with us is right here. So I'm so excited to see you guys. Barbara, please chime in. Tell us one positive thing. Mary, Regina's here. So tell us, and Jennifer, tell us one positive thing that happened with you guys today, ladies. Just chime on in. Freedom is priceless, so you think. Yeah. All right, guys. Listen, if you know of Dr. Miles Monroe made this statement: we should go to the cemetery and shame the grave. I want you to think about that. Dr. Miles Monroe said we should go to the cemetery and shame the grave. If you don't know what that means, and as he explained it, he stated that each and every one of us has intense purpose, intense gifts, intense talents. I know I'm not using that word correctly, but we have major gifts, talents, and purpose in life. And so Dr. Miles Monroe was saying that when it is our time to transition from this earth, we should have poured out every form of gift, every form of talent, every form of spirit that is inside of us. We should have poured all of that out into this world. Jennifer says she spent time with friends. That's grieving. Oh, and I know, you know what, Jennifer, just being there helps everyone. So I'm so thankful that you were there lending that support and prayers. But getting back to Dr. Miles Monroe, the primary thing that Dr. Miles Monroe is saying, that when you go to the cemetery and you shame the grave, that means that when you take your rest, your rest is full of peace. You should not go through it. The cemetery is the most unused territory where gifts and talents are laid. The cemetery is the unused area where gifts and talents are laid. And so tonight, ladies, we are going to be talking about you. Not you presently. We're going to be talking about the you before the mother, the you before the husband, you before transitioning into adulthood. Who are you? Who was she? In one word, quickly, who are you? Think about it. Who are you? My topic today that I spoke about was, who am I? So I'm asking you guys, I'm turning it around. Who are you, or who were you before today's you? Before you became that responsible individual. Jessica says rebellious. Wow, Jessica, you had some fire, sister. Jessica says she was rebellious. Okay, who are you? Guys, chime in. Let us know who you were. Think about that young person, that fabulous person, that energetic person, that rebellious person, that spontaneity person. That's my word I always mess up. So, who were you? Jessica say, show enough. Barbara say peaceful. Ebony say fearless. Wow. Those are some phenomenal words, ladies. Those are some phenomenal words. I want you to remember her, okay? I want you to remember who she was, what she was about, what she did, how she did it. How did she think? Liz say a quiet observer. I'm gonna put some fire up under you tonight, Liz. We're gonna put some fire under each other. Hey, Alice, how are you tonight? Thank you so much for joining us. We are talking about funeral. The song that we are actually going to be pulling from. And yes, Amber, you were full of energy. The song that we're pulling from is Funeral by Lucas Graham. You could probably pull that up on your computer or your phone. But I want you to look at it, that song, and think about what we're talking about. And so we're going to talk about those gifts and talents and dreams that we may have lost, or we never tapped into, or if we did, we sort of let them slip to the wayside. So here we go. First question and we're going to focus on is, do you think that we are in a constant state of unrest because we buried a version of ourselves too soon? Do you think that we are in a constant state of rest because we buried the version of ourselves too soon? Now, you just stated all the things that you used to be. Have you become complacent? Where is that old you? What happened to her? Is she still alive? Or did you bury her? Did you bury the old you? All right, ladies, tell me what you think. Hey, Miss Robinson. I always mess up her first name, but I love it. It's Sharindria. Am I saying it correctly? Please plug in and let me know if I'm right. Renee say I left her in Italy. I'm quite certain she's ready to come back from Italy, Renee. Bring her back. So tell me, guys. Emily says yes. Okay, guys, tell me, do you think we are in a constant state? Thank you. Do you think that we are in a constant state of unrest because we buried the version of ourselves too soon? What happened to her? Yeah, thanks. Yeah, what happened to that person? Mika says, I'm looking for her in the daytime with a... Yeah. Yes, I can see that, Mika. Because when you think about the old you, when you think about how she used to be so... What words that I use? She used to be so vivacious, live, carefree, exciting, walking into a room and just, bringing in all of that ambiance. What happened to her? That is my question. What happened to her? So I want you to think about that. We're going to be You're going to hear me say it over and over and over. I'm plugging in. Hi, Miss Copeland. Thank you so much for joining us. We're talking about funerals. And now I'm asking everyone about the old you, who you were before the responsibilities. Jessica says, I left her behind to beat the clock. Yeah, the job, the responsibilities, the trying to keep things going based off of running the hand, that little mouse running around all over the place. You know, she was put away. We actually took the old us and we buried her. And so what are some of the things that were taken away that caused you to bury that person? What were some of the things that occurred in your life that caused you to bury the old you? Barbara said, yes, I did bury her when I had so many responsibilities. Angela says, I was so wild. She needs to stay there locked up. Amber says, and I forgot to pull her back out. Yes, exactly. That energetic person, you know, when you start adding that clock and you start adding those additional, Liz said marriage and family. Yes. Those additional attachments, the clock, the job, the house duties, you know, we don't have any energy. It becomes, you know, it's like, when do I have time for me? Ebony says, wow. Exactly, Ebony, wow. You know, because what we're doing here is giving you the opportunity to think about who she was. And why did you throw dirt on her? Why did you put her down in that ground and forget about her? All right. Renee, September 11th, and finding I was pregnant with Z. They happened back to back. Yeah, and you didn't have time to even think. You not have not one moment to think about it. Well, going back to the songs, ladies, in line 1 and 2, it states, when it's my time, I know you'll tailor a new suit for me and buy a new tie so I'll look this good. Now, this is sort of like a funeral procession. Hey, Deborah. Hey, Susan. Hey, guys, we're talking about this song called Funeral. And it's by Lucas Graham. And so right now we're at the state of talking about the first 2 lines of that song, which is like a funeral procession. And we've talked about who the old person was and what happened to her and how did she become buried and what part of life took over to the point that you don't see her anymore. She doesn't come out to play anymore. She's all confined and poised and proper and beautiful. You know, that double check in the mirror, you know, we put that big mask on and we hide her. But we bring out this new revised individual. And so basically what we're wanting to know is, where is she? Why did you bury her? Ebony says sometimes it's people knows that cause you to bury. Yeah, cause you to bury. Yeah. It is a form of no. It's basically a form of rejection, Ebony. When we learning or accepting that word no is really hard. We talked about this in several other sessions. And so it's like every time you hear that word no, if you have not been prepared for something such as that, or if you lived a form of lifestyle that, you know, as a child, as a vibrant person, that no matter what you put your hands on, it manifests. You know, you're like, okay, I'm going on this date. I want to date this boy. And you found a way to make certain that you date that boy. I want to go to this event. You found a way to make certain that that event occurred. But then as you got older, the responsibilities came, life started happening, things started dousing a little bit, and then all of a sudden, all of the things that you used to accomplish, you don't accomplish in the same format, and then it starts messing with that self-esteem. It starts making you feel a little downer. So eventually, she is slowly being buried, and the new revised person is ascending. And so that leaves her to the point to where she's nowhere around. Remember when I started talking about compartmentalizing? You put all of those things way in the back of the brain until eventually everything is completely gone. That's it. That's what we're looking at. So as we created a new, we went through the funeral procession, created or purchased new suit and a new tie. You and I, when we took on our new life form, what did you put on? In your new life form, as that young adult or as that person that put away all of those, that energetic, exciting, carefree person, when you put her away, what new outfit did you put on to cover her up? What new mask did you put on? When did the new you step forward? All right? When did the new you step forward? That's my question tonight. When did she step forward? I want you to think about it. I want you to envision. And I know some of you said, when those life transformations begin. But was it based off of trying to conform to society views as to how we're supposed to be as women? Did that play a factor? Did you go through trying to mimic the Barbie doll syndrome, where you were busy trying to project Ken and Barbie living in the Barbie dream house? Okay, which new outfit, which new format did you put on to dress up the new you? Renee says a maternity uniform. A maternity you, that will shock you into reality, Renee. That was like, wow. And those, becoming a new mom is major transformation. Those, your body goes through changes, your mind goes through changes, all of those things. Ebony said, that's good. What new mask did you put on? What? Read my book that's coming out. No, I'm joking. Barbara says a nurse uniform. Wow. And Barbara, is that a nurse uniform in physical format, or was that nurse uniform as in what we've been talking about these past few nights, such as nursing other individuals? You had to grow up faster and be the responsible adult, or for everyone else. Did that play a factor? Chime in, let me know. While you're doing that, guys, I'm going to go on to line 4 and 9, okay? Line 4 and 9. And it states, you said only them good ones die young. Because the way I lived, it was amazing. Read it again. Line 4 and 9 says, let me see. Amber said in 2000. Liz said, I became the titles to in 83, became a mom, in 851 wrote a white gown, changed my last name to Davis, became a wife, and another man, what those titles get you, Liz? Those titles will have you all over the place. Amber says in 2008 became the protector, the mother, and knowing that those days of taking on so many difficulties, activities have put, and it does. That's that funeral procession. Ebony says had to grow up too fast to survive. All of those things, everything that you guys are naming, ladies, everything that you are naming are things that cause us to bury self. Those are things that cause us to bury self. And so, and it goes back to line 4 and 9, which is only the good die young. We buried the young that was inside of us. And that young, it's basically we're killing it off. You kill off your younger selves to become more responsible. And that's what you did. That's what I did. Renee said, yes, the survival of the fittest. The younger self was adventurous. We knew that younger first self was just all over the place and all exciting and all. But, and we, every now and then, if you think about it, you kind of allow yourself to remember her, right? You allow yourself for just 2 minutes to remember who she was, what she did, but then it's like, okay, that was a good dream. Let me come back to reality. I can't do that. Let me get back on track. But she's still there. And that's one of the things that the song, she's still there. You never really buried her, but she's still somewhere lurking around, and you want to bring her out, but life, responsibility, time, very limited things. So let's move on to line 18. We were closer than close. We were closer than close. What does that mean to you? Line 18, we were closer than close. Nobody knows you like you know yourself, correct? So what was one of those unique things that brought the two of you closer than close? What do you think on that, ladies? Okay, Ebony. My note says that you were closer to the younger version of yourself. You also identified more with her. Okay, yeah, that is that closer than close thing. Line 19 says, okay, hold on, excuse me. Barbara says, I would love to bring that old person back. Yeah, just imagine what she would be like today, Barbara. I bet she'd be phenomenal, right? Guys, also, if you have not shared the video, please share the video. Please invite friends. I think this is such, God, good Lord, it's 10:02. But this is such a great topic. I'm enjoying it. Line 19 says, now it's over. Now it is over. Now we have made it to the grave. The casket has been lowered. Dirt is being thrown on top of her. Now it is over. When in your life did you realize that your past you was over? Barbara said yes and crazy. Yeah. When did you realize that your past you was over and you had to throw the dirt on her and the red rose and call it over? Call it quits. See, when you transferred your relationship from the internal to the external, okay? That's one of the things that manifested. The internal was transferred to the external, and you threw dirt on her and put it to rest. Line 20 through 29 says, oh, it doesn't mean it's closure. I see you and I love you. I'll be watching out above you. Let me repeat that again. Line 20 through 22 says, oh, it doesn't mean it's closure. It does not mean that it is closure, ladies. I see you. I love you. I'll be watching out above you. Wow. And Tisha says that in 2013, when you ended, Tasha, when you ended what? Tell me, what was that? Jessica says, January 14, 2009, the day I found out I was pregnant with Summer. Oh, and I love that name too, Summer. Hold on. Going back to Elizabeth Hall says, back then I only had myself to worry about. So I took her to concerts, spent a lot of time with her doing whatever she pleased. We answered only to ourselves. Hold on to that, Elizabeth Davis. Hold on. I want you to remember all of those things, okay? Now, when we go back, and I'm going to repeat line 20 through 22 again because we're about to transition, ladies, okay? When I ended a dead-end long-term relationship. Wow. And when you did that, you also, I'm quite certain, went back to what we talked about today during our sessions, that form of lost identity, that form of having to rebuild, that form of having to find out, okay, who am I? What am I going to do? How am I going to make her strong? You know, and I'm assuming, so correct me if I'm wrong. Barbara said, when it was my turn to play mommy role. And yeah, that's what I thought, Barbara. That's why I said, you know, why I added that extra, you know, about the nurse. You know, was it that? Yeah, Tisha. Yeah, exactly. And when, you know, and giving that self up and burying her, you know, it causes you to have to go back and dig even deeper, because now you're not 6 feet under, you're about 10 feet under. And so you got some extra dirt you got to shovel off off the body to re-find out who she is. So, the notes on line 22 says that although you buried her and tossed her away, she remains right there in your shadows and waiting for her chance to emerge. Although you buried her and tossed her away, she remains right there in your shadows, waiting for a chance to emerge. Hey, Kawan, thank you so much for joining us. Now, guys, again, another quick question. How do we fail to invite transitional change in our lives? Well, you know what? I'm going to hold off on that one. Waiting to give you some joy. I'm going to go ahead, because of our time, I don't want to add any more questions. I got a little challenge for you, so I'm going to go ahead and add this part in, and then we're going to transition a little bit, okay? The remaining lyrics outline how those left behind were there to celebrate his life. Yet we didn't celebrate the younger version of ourselves that we buried. We just transitioned into the parameters of societal changes that were in line with the next chapters of our lives. We failed to invite her along for the ride, or even consider that she had valuable insight that would be necessary for the journey. What do you think about that? What do you think about that? Did you and I can say yes to this, did you and I fail to bring the younger self, the vibrant self, the exciting self? Did you fail to bring her along for your journey? Did you fail to include her into the new life changes that you presently have? Shout out to me. What do you say on that one? What do you say on that one? Did you fail to bring her? I personally can tell you, yes. I forgot to bring Susie. Not Juanita. I forgot to bring Susie with me. Renee says yes, locked her away and forgot about her. Mika said I did. I left her standing all alone. Exactly. We forgot to bring the other person. And this person here used to climb trees, run all over the place with her uncles. I thought I could do anything because my uncles made me feel like I could do everything. I even learned how to work on cars. Now you can't get me to change a tire. I don't even think I really remember how, but I used to do those things. Renee says, in the ring, singing our song. Hey, Queen, thank you so much for joining us. Barbara said, yes, I did, because I felt like I couldn't do both. Exactly, Barbara. It was like we had to do one or the other, Amber says, yes, I did leave her behind and never look back. And Amber, you were so exciting. Man, out of all my children, everybody remembered Amber McDonald. Amber was connected to everybody in the neighborhood. She knew everything about them. I made friends because of Amber. So yeah, but this is some of the things that we do. Let's say I did because I thought now I can't do the same as what I did before motherhood and marriage. Exactly. Societal norms. Thank you so much for joining us, Queen. We are talking about funerals, and that is a song by the young man named Lucas Graham. So I hope you get an opportunity to go back and check that video out. And also this video, go back and replay it, because it has some very interesting topics. And I was just so great when glad and happy that we put this together. So now we're going to transition. Ladies, I'm going to give you a challenge. It is 10:09. So now I'm going to give you a full week's challenge, okay? So I'm going to be reading, but not overlooking anyone. Just bear with me, okay? This week I am challenging you to will involve living with the younger version of yourself. I'm challenging you to remember, to explore, and to revamp the younger version of yourself. I am challenging you to rediscover the younger you. Okay? So that's what I have for you this week. Now, I'm about to lay out some things, so we're going to go back into the Rediscover Me community, and we're going to outline these challenges. I'm hoping that each of you will participate. I'm hoping that you will discover something phenomenal about yourself, and I'm hoping that it's going to spark something. I'm not telling you what to do or how to do it specifically, but I'm going to throw some ideas out there at you. Take the regular challenge that we outlined, or revamp a couple of little ones. But the primary thing, I'll tell you which ones are the primary that I do need you to focus on. Now, everything that I'm asking you to do, I've already done. Everything that I've asked you to do, I've already done. Remember, if you've heard me speak or heard me talk about my old self, and Jessica should have been, since she sent the heart, Jessica should have already been burning paper. So she might already have a little heads up on us. But all of these things I have done for myself, and when I went back and just had to find out who I was. So starting with Monday, if you have a photo album of your younger self, please review it and reacquaint yourself with her. Remember who and what she was at that time, as well as the things she did. Upload a photo of her in Rediscover Me community with the following information. Hello, adventurous free spirit. We meet again. And I want you to use hashtag RM Funeral. So basically, I want you to upload a video of the younger you. I am asking you to put a quotation up under her, a quote up under her that says, "Hello, beautiful, da 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 da. I remember when we used to fill in the blank." Thank you, Renee. And when you do this, I want you to, you could do it all week long, or you can just do it on Monday. But if you want to keep putting pictures up of yourself, share with us. But go back through the photo album. If you don't have pictures like me, I don't have pictures of my younger self. But if you have pictures of yourself, go back, look at your photo album, remember who you were, put up your pictures and state 1-2 action words or an affirmative words about who you were back then. Okay? I want you to remember her. On Tuesday, on Tuesday, I want you to, it says, within this journal, please write letters to her. Provide her with. Okay, I want you to create a journal starting Tuesday. I want you to create a journal. And in that journal, I want you to write love notes. In actuality, I wanted that, if you can get a journal, you have a journal, I want you to start really on Monday with the journal. But Tuesday, I want you to write a love note to yourself. All right? And if your schedule, like I said, if your schedule doesn't fluctuate this way, then, just, work out what you may have to change it to like Wednesday or Thursday, but whatever. The primary thing is I want you to write a love note to your younger self. And I want you to journalize each day. I want you to journalize what your thought was, what you were, what you remembered about her. I want you to look at how you can actually revamp her, include her in things. But whatever is important to you about the old you, I want you to put it in that journal. Okay? Now all of this is just really for you. And then on the other 2 days, just fill in. But Friday, I want you to write a personal eulogy to the younger version of yourself. On Friday, I want you to write a personal eulogy to your old self. And basically with that eulogy, you're going to be saying what you are sorry that you never did with her, for her, transitioning into the new life, leaving her. I want you to write a eulogy to the old you and apologizing, and then also looking at what you did and what you did not do for her. Okay? And then on Saturday and Sunday, I want you to go back, as Elizabeth Davis pointed out, about how the things that she did. I want you to go back on those on Saturday and Sunday, any one of those days or both of those days. And I want you to complete 2 adventurous tasks that your younger self would have done. I want you to complete 2 adventurous tasks that your younger self would have done for that. So that's your week's challenge for us. We're going out. We're still going to be having sessions, but you're going to be having personal sessions. And in those personal sessions, I want you to think about you. Excuse me. I want you to think about, who you were, what you did, how you did it, how you loved on her, what was so exciting about her, and how you shared her with the world. And I want you to jot it down in a journal. I want you to post pictures in our community. I want you to share with everybody that goes into the Rediscover Me community who you are, what you used to do. And I want you to post stuff in there about her, okay? Now, if you have any questions, I'm opening the floor back up. We got 15 minutes. If you have any questions about this challenge, go ahead and shoot them at me. What do you think about a challenge such as this? I'm curious. What do you think about taking on a 1-week challenge to go back to the cemetery and talk to the old you? What do you think about that, ladies? I know it might be sounding kind of silly. And if it's silly, share with me how silly it is. It is okay. And I'm gonna tell you, when I did it, I did mine back in I want to say 2011, 2012, and it was, I can't even begin to explain to you that type of feeling I had. Barbara said it would give me something to look forward to. Wow, okay, Barbara. I hope there's some great expectations for this challenge, but I really want you to do that. Please definitely go find one of those old pictures. I think out of all the pictures I have, I think I might have 2, and that's one of the things I'm kind of disappointed in, but I'm going to pull one of the older pictures that I can find, and I'm going to post it. And then I'm going to talk about that old me. And so I'm going to join in. The girls are going to be joining in. So I am encouraging each of you to join in as well. And as we have like about 12 minutes. So as we are wrapping up, tell me, let's think about it just to kind of help you get started. What is one thing you would say to the old you? What is one thing you would say to the old you? And I think for me, I would tell the old me that I would have waited. I would have told the old me that I would have waited. I wouldn't have listened to the norm that was dictated for women back in my day, back in the time when I was young. I would not have listened, but I would have waited and allowed her to explore life. Mika says that she would tell the old her, don't lose yourself. Barbara says, I don't know if I can find any younger pictures, but I have a few to find. I have a week to find. Yeah, Barbara, you have a week. You have a week to look for her. And basically, look at it like this. You are actually digging her up. You're pulling her out of that grave. So it's okay. We're going to re-venture back on Sunday, but go back, find her, and then, share a picture of her in the Rediscover Me community. We are so excited about this new challenge. I hope everybody's going to be participating. I don't see that many comments. All the hearts have disappeared. But yes, definitely don't, definitely go ahead and put things in. Now, at the end of this challenge, guys, Rediscover Me will present a small basket as a token of appreciation to the viewer who invites the most friends to join the community and participate in the challenge. Rediscover Me will present a small basket as a token of appreciation to the viewer who invite the most friends to join the community and participate in the challenge. Thank you for the hearts, guys. Amber said I would tell her to continue to do a lot of different things that you love to do. Yes. Because we become settled. Thank you, Queen. Angela, you're thinking, I know that there's something phenomenal that and you kind of plugged it in earlier. Thanks, Queen. Oh, wow. This is an exciting topic. It's an exciting evening. I've just had a blast with you guys. Oh my goodness. All right, guys, we have 9 minutes down. 9 minutes counting down. But yeah, if tell me as we're closing the next three minutes, tell me, what do you think about tonight's topic? Was it beneficial? Did it help in any way? Was it interesting? Share that as well. I'm curious. Barbara say I would tell her to don't rush to grow up. Yeah, Barbara, you and I, we're in the same family. You're right. Queen says my friend Danica is watching too. Hey, Danica, thank you so much for joining the Rediscover Me community. I hope that if this is your first time, welcome. Please definitely come back. We have another full week of our 30-day challenge, and we have some very interesting topics. You can go back through the Rediscover Me community and check out other videos, as well as the YouTube channel. Renee says, interesting. Oh, this topic was interesting, Renee. Okay, I thought it was much deeper, but I love it. Barbara said, I love it. Yeah. It's and I wanted us to go out, not necessarily with a bang, but I wanted us to definitely take that core look at self, because I didn't want to end this 30-day challenge and not put something back on to you guys and give you some type of exercise. Because normally if you were in, hey Joy, I don't know which Joy is, if it's Joy Frey, hey Joy, hi the babies. But if it's not Joy, hey Joy, thank you for coming in. But I wanted you guys to leave out with something, and because we will be revamping and it won't be every night. And so we also have viewers choice next week. So you have an opportunity. I think it's 2 nights that you can actually plug. I have 2 open nights, I believe. If I'm wrong, guys, let me know. But 2 nights that somebody can plug in if there's something that you want to recap. We are going to be revisiting submission, but from a different perspective. That's one thing. Angela said, great topic. Would have done things a little different. Okay. Okay, yeah, Angela, I believe I know we all would have. I know we all would have done something different. But think of it from this perspective. Even though we didn't do what we did, what we could have done back then, we would not be who we are today if we had not did what we did back then. Okay? So, this week, it's just that cleansing. It's a cleansing week. It's an opportunity to focus on self, focus on that the identity, the self-esteem, the purpose and direction. I promise you, ladies, if you apply the things that I'm asking you to apply, you're going to see something different is going to happen inside of you. I promise you that. Jessica, if you are still on here and you apply, because I didn't hold you, even though, I didn't come in and chime on and ask on camera, about the exercise that I asked you to do. If there is anything, if it's actually generating a different change in you, tell me. Give me a thumbs up, a heart. If it didn't, message me. I would love to hear how, the exercise I asked you to do, how is it affecting you? Renee says, hey, Letitia Lee, I almost wrote the family nick. Okay, I don't know who that one is. Okay, Jessica, good. Okay, even though I'm not bringing it up, the whole heart of the conversation, I want to keep up with, with everybody and what you're doing and how it's what Rediscover Me is bringing to you and how effective it's being. So, all right, guys, we got 5 minutes of, my throat is getting a little dry. We got 5 minutes. So basically you have your challenge. You are to go find your photo album, take out a picture, upload that picture to Rediscover Me. Hold on. Regina says, you just said what I was thinking. I tried to learn from every situation that I had to go. Yeah, exactly. That's fine. Yeah, and that's what we do. I'm going to message you. Thank you, Jessica. I really appreciate it. You got a book. We can't start a forest fire, Jessica. City of Columbia. You know, even though I have a tiny relationship with Jenkins, I don't have that great. I think he'll look at me kind of crazy. So we can't start that forest fire. But again, sorry, Jessica, I'm laughing too hard. But go back and post a picture of your younger self. Throw some type of affirmation up under that picture that says, hello, adventurous, fill in the blank, free spirit, you know, whatever that was so fabulous about her. 2 action words. And then hashtag RM Funeral. RM Funeral is your hashtag. Hey, Miss Gladney, I haven't seen you at Toastmasters. Sorry, I've been away, but hopefully I'll be there the 1st of October. Also, journal. Let's talk about her. Let's apologize to her. Let's talk about her. And even in the midst of, even not just how apologizing, you know, talk about how fabulous she was, what she did, how she did. I want you to remember her. I want you to remember her, and I want you to journalize it. And then I want you to date her. That's just really the basic word. Elizabeth Hall put it out there when she said, you know, what she did, how she was free-spirited and didn't have any form of responsibilities, went to concerts, went out to movies, ate out, you know, just had fun with her. Barbara even talked about when she just spent a day and drove around the city and just enjoyed freedom of not being responsible for nobody. So go back, find her, enjoy her, love on her, and, you know, just think about her, okay? And if you have any questions, if there's something that you're doing and it's taking you to a little bit more of a deeper mode, message me, okay? So we're going to keep that door open for you. In this last 3 minutes of closing, guys, if you did not catch that song, I'm going to invite you guys to go back and listen to it. It is by Lucas, L-U-K-A-S Graham, Lucas Graham, and the title of that song is Funeral. Listen to the words. As you know, tonight was that breaking down. We broke those words down because I wanted you to think about, because when the girls first introduced me to this song, I didn't listen to the whole song. I just heard the first line and automatically my mind went here. I was like, wait a minute. So go back, listen to that song, and then think about how you became buried. And then I want you to remember her, think about her. And then I want you to go back and venture and explore her again and write it down. And then we're going to talk about it again on Sunday, okay? All right, guys. Thank you so much for joining Rediscover Me. It was such a pleasure having everybody in. The topics was hot. The conversation was really intense and hot, and you guys are phenomenal. So thank you so much for sharing the video. Thank you so much for coming in, and and you ladies that are just dedicated. I'm so thankful for you. The girls and I are working up something special for everybody. So as always, and thank you, Angela. I appreciate that. As always, tomorrow's Monday. It's going to be a fabulous day. I want you to be positive. I want you to encourage someone, be respectful. And as you go out tonight, remember that our Heavenly Father loves you, and so do I. Hey, guys, good night. Take care.